Hello from the Engerati studio live at European Utility Week. I'm Rose and I'm very pleased to be joined now by Soner, a managing partner at Positive Energy.
Correct.
You are the winner of the Best International Project Award from last night's European Industry Utility Awards. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. It's an honor to get that award yesterday. And we are very happy about that.
Yes, no, I can tell that. You were very, there was a lot of excitement when you came on the stage.
Exactly.
So, you're Positive Energy, you're based in Istanbul, in Turkey.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the project that won the award.
Actually, we started our journey 2 years ago and find out that we are losing at commercial buildings every year $5 billion by not knowing how we consume energy and how we operate actually commercial buildings. That was the starting point of our project. So we think about that developing a technology that analyzes commercial buildings according to human behavior and according to occupancy changes in order to operate the building much more efficient and at the end of the day in order to save energy and lower carbon emission. And the technology that we have developed is an IoT device that has multiple sensors in it. It senses actually the day cycle of the building, how the people are behaving indoors and what the circumstances are and how they change actually, which zones are more occupied according to other zones. And right at that time, what the ventilation and automation systems is doing. And then the system gives feedback to the automation system and it connects actually the building with the automation system and with the people that are living in order to take over the whole operation of the building so that you don't need any engineer or any human behind the automation system to reschedule all the schedules or retrofit the system. It has its own artificial intelligence and is it's like a driverless car and the version of the driverless car of the human-less operated building.
Interesting. So what sort of savings are you achieving by using the system?
We are actually at Turkey and at the Middle East, like Migros or Carrefour or McFit chains are using the system and they saved around 20 to 25% of energy and roughly 8% at operation costs because the system is like taking over the whole operation so that you don't need to send someone on site to look after and so on. But the biggest achievement of energy savings was 25% in one location. Okay. So that means actually around roughly 150,000 euros yearly, just one location. And that customer has over 100 locations all over Turkey and in some of the Middle East.
Okay, so quite
that means a big money. Yeah.
How long has that has your technology been in the field?
In the field, it's like at the end of this month it will be 10 months. Okay. So we started deploying it 2016. And the first customers were at February 2016, like McFit chains, the fitness chains, and Migros. And then it's like alive like for the last 10 months.
Okay, and what does infrastructure does the building need to be able to use a system like this?
Actually, we developed the system like it's a plug-and-play system, so you don't need to do anything additional to the building. Just if you have a very primitive automation system, that's enough. And if you have a very intelligent automation system, that's better because the system acts like the brain of the automation system. So we just plug and play every 100 square meter a device, and then it starts actually sending data. So it is just at one day you can install everything in a building like 5,000 square meter or 6,000. So it is very easy to deploy. And then as soon as it's online, it starts sending data and it starts actually learning the day cycle of the building.
And will the building operator manage the data, or is that something that you guys do?
The data is managed and analyzed by the software. The manager or the operations manager or facility manager just looks at the dashboard in order to see the trends or to see the peak points and where the really, let's say, crowd is happening or where the crowd is. And right at the moment, what is the indoor temperature or indoor lighting, or whether they are overcooling or overlighting the system or the facility. And that's it, actually. The rest is done by the system.
So you've made the interface quite easy for the manager just to understand. He doesn't need someone to help him interpret
Exactly. The system shows it. It connects in the real time, actually. That's the best time because they see all of the commercial buildings know what they consume or how much they consume, but the problem was they don't know how they consume energy during the day, because every day the cycle changes. So they assume that okay, today 100 people will come, but actually 1,000 people are visiting the place. But on the other day, only 10 people are visiting today. But automation system or the managers cannot see it because they are not permanent on the site, or they are not looking permanent. So that's the actually part where BEAD steps in.
Okay. So Positive Energy, would you describe yourselves as a startup? Or
Actually we are a clean tech startup, that's correct, because we are very new, very young company, and we are just growing, and we have a partner from Austria, and he is the former CFO of E.ON and Verbund. And with joining him, actually, we start accelerating, and we start developing the system much more faster and deploying it much more faster. And our target is really to be one of the global companies that is developing a new trend in energy management.
We spoke last night, and you're saying, you know, you're seeking funding, so you can kind of make that happen. What would be the next step for Positive Energy?
Actually, next step is like our target will be like to open it in 2017 a new office at Berlin. They opened a new clean tech innovation center, and our goal is to move over there and to start actually expanding to Europe. And the second part will be like, of course, expanding to Middle East, because it's a huge market over there. And they consume a lot, and they are right now changing some regulations in order to be more efficient. And that's our goals. And actually, we are looking for strategic partners and, of course, investors to join our team.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
Great.
Yeah, no, that's great. I was going to ask you, actually, sorry, I'm just trying to think what my next question was going to be. Can you tell us, I mean, you mentioned Carrefour. Who are your other customers that you're working with?
We are working at Turkey with Migros, and they are both our supermarket chains that we are working at right now. We have a customer in retail chain. It is called Koçtaş. They have a joint venture with an English company. They are like the Bauhaus of Turkey, and they are just selling the IVs. And another customer is E.ON Turkey. We installed our devices at their office buildings. And even they start saving actually, and like roughly 22% savings. And another chain is a McFit called McFit, a fitness chain, and they have over 45 locations at Turkey and some parts in Germany and in Middle East too. And they have huge amount of energy waste. So after our deploying our system, they are right now be aware of what they are doing and start saving. And another customer is a small hospital. They are operating at Turkey. They are actually a German company operating at Turkey. And the last customer is a school at Turkey. It's a high school that is located at Istanbul. And the project over there is much more for children, so that the children have knowledge about energy efficiency and climate change. They see actually in a dashboard what they are doing during the day, whether they are leaving their computers open, and that the effects that they are really leaving them open, they can see the effects to the climate, they can see effects to the nature, so that they can have an understanding of really saving what is meant with really energy savings.
Yeah, quite tangible. So obviously there's a lot of talk at this event about utilities needing to adapt and realise they can't just sell electricity, electrons, they need to also sell services. So is that the kind of partnership you're seeking to work alongside a utility and offer this?
Exactly, because utilities, in our point of view, they would like to have, or they would like to give another service to their customers, not just giving discounts in energy bills, but more like an additional systems they can that the customer will benefit, and of course energy utility will benefit. And that's the part actually where they are seeking like in new innovative technologies, and therefore actually it's very important for us to be a partner with energy utilities or even ESCO companies. They are energy contracting companies. They are another important point. And actually our partner that is operating at Dubai is an ESCO company. And the thing is that they would like to have a device that is sending real-time data in what's happening at the building. And those are actually our really strategic partners. We are looking for, let's say, to meet them.
We've spoken a bit about commercial and industrial users. What about the residential market? Is there scope there?
Yes, actually, after we started talking with E.ON Turkey and Engerati at the biggest energy utility at Turkey right now, they proposed us something like to develop something for the residential ones, but it will be not like a home automation system or a device that can shut on and off the lights and so on, but it will like more a personal assistant to you that gives assistance how you actually live at your home, whether you are overcooling or overlighting your home, or what is the indoor air quality in your home, and whether if you have children, so that you can track the indoor air quality. You can even track what is happening during the day if you are not at home, whether you left some lights open or whether you leave the AC open. It sends you permanent feedback, and it assists you actually during the day, and it gives you advices on how you should let's say operate your AC, how you should operate your home automation even. That will be like a personal assistant to you that is working for you even if you are not at home. So that's our project.
I guess that assumes some degree of customer engagement.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, is there an argument
exactly.
that consumers need automation because they may forget or they're not bothered enough?
Actually, we did a survey at Turkey and the States with our partners, and we find out that people don't want a smart home automation system. They want more a system that they can connect with, and they can get feedback actually, like a really as personal assistant for them. They would like to do it by themselves. So
they want to retain the control.
Yes, exactly. But they would like to know what is happening during the day, even if they are not home, or if they have children at home and they are working, whether the cleaning lady is doing fine, or whether she is leaving doors open or windows open at winter. So they would like to have really an assistant that wakes up and they wake up, that leaves their home and they leave, and this gives permanent feedback to them.
Okay, so E.ON Turkey should be starting soon?
Yes, exactly. We are planning to start to launch the system at 2017 January.
Great. Well, we look forward to hearing more about that. Thank you, Soner, for your time. Thank you for joining us. And you can watch more of the interviews from European Utility Week on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.